So welcome back to the channel. Season's greetings, Merry Christmas, all that sort of stuff. It is now 30th of December, so all that's out of the way. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and that though. I had a nice quiet one. I was out here a couple of times, but not too much. So yeah, I'll show you where we're at here. We just cut the roof off as you've watched, and then we cut through that point there, which removes both the back bars. Tied that up there so that the shelf doesn't fall down because those strings are held off the roof bars. Just got a couple of bits to pull out that are going to get in the way. Just don't want anything holding the roof up in any places. So it's trimmed right the way around. Roof's back clamped up. It's cut around there. So it leaves all this in, you see. So if you just cut it out and leave the whole like framework in, then it leaves all that in as well. This trim doesn't need to come off. So I've got the roof over here. It's obviously trimmed, but there's some more bits that I need to trim. I've just marked up some places on there. I need to thin it out on the back for it to sit down a little bit further. I'm just making slight alterations until it sits nice, but it's going pretty well. It's lining up nicely there. Got a little bit of a gap there, but we'll bridge that with the sealer. Still pulling back a little bit. That's closed up. Both sides are pulling in. When I'm pulling this side, it's pulling that out a little bit, but it's nice and snug right down to the roof. That front edge needs sanded. A little bit on there. And obviously this bonds all the way around there. I can bond it across the front there, it's so snug. I did put screws in mine across the front there before I bonded it, but to be honest with you, that was on the prototype roof as it were. I don't think this needs it. Yeah, as long as it's held forward in place. And on this one as well, where Paul wants the roof blended into the pillars, so we're blending that section into there rather than I'm going to put carbon fillet over mine. So a little bit more trimming here and there, but that's probably what's springing that one back. Wants to go in behind that rubber. There we go. Yes, right now I can't fit this roof yet because I'm going to trim the inside of it before it's fitted to the car, because it's going to be a nightmare doing it upside down in the car. So that's something that I want to do before it goes into the car. Down a little bit there. It's almost there. Obviously all the edges and the seams need sorted as well, and that's fine. That's good. Really happy with that. So we've got some material ordered. We're going to carpet it. Once it's carpeted, obviously I'll get it all shaped up and that ready for bonding on, and then we can bolt it on now from that point there, because I created that extra bit that needs a bit of sanding around there. But we can bolt there, and we were bolting at these points there as well with the countersunk. But again, because we're bolting here, we don't really need to. These are sitting lined up perfectly to the door, so that's great. Actually, we've got the window to fit, but we'll do that after the inside's been carpeted. There's a bit to go yet, prep work before I can carpet it, but yeah, I'm happy with that. Hi guys, right, it's January the 2nd. Happy New Year. Right, show you where we're at. Put a roll hoop in this. We've got the roof cut out. The cross sections cut off by the roof's out the mould. I'm just sorting out edges now and surface, because we use PVA, so it will need a little bit of surfacing, and obviously we've got all the edges to sort out. So this is how like your kit will come. You're gonna have edges to sort out, and you know, in some cases a little bit of filler and stuff as well. So you're gonna have that to sort out in the kit. If I was to do that, you know, and send all that, obviously I'll knock them back a little bit, but there's gonna be bits and pieces that'll need doing, I would imagine. But it's just sort of finishing bodywork really. But if I was to do that there's like quite a time in doing that with the whole kit, you know what I mean? So not wrong with you having to do a little bit of sanding. Just been sitting that back light in, working out how it's mounting. Tatty's through here, just getting another coat of PVA. Watch that bit there. I think it needs, I'll let it flow a little bit first, maybe before you.
I don't think you dried it like properly the first time.
Aye.
Because it's mixing back in again.
Yeah. It probably just needed a bit longer. Ran out of hot glue, so I was putting the fences on this one, but I've run out of hot glue, so just marching forward with this one for now. Same on this edge here, tatty. Ooh, so that's where we're at anyway. Once them moulds are done, I can pop 2 side skirts out, and that's everything that we need. So I'm just gonna prep this roof and do some sanding. I know you guys like watching us sand, so I'm gonna do some sanding. I'm just knocking this back with a bit of 80 grit at the minute. Once it's down level or close to, switch to 180. Just rolling over the corners because you don't want to create a flat spot on these corners. It's a final shape that you're looking for. So, and for people wanting a gel coat finish, you'd still be able to like flat this back and polish it. If you needed to fill, you could actually like fill with the gel coat itself. So if needs be, I can supply you with a bit of gel coat for going around doing those little touch-ups. But if you're painting, it doesn't matter. So I'll tidy up these edges, then I'll buzz over the full thing with 180 once I've got all my high spots and that sorted out, just to level it all off. And I'm going to be trimming this roof as well before I put it on. There's some edgy bits here that I need to sort out around this section here, and these bits here need smoothed out. I haven't tried the window in it yet either. So I'm just drilling out the holes for the hinges and these mounts here. So there's a little mark, like a raised bit on there, which is in the mould, so that you can see where to drill your hole. So I've got a hole in there where it's going to bolt. This isn't the right size, it's smaller, but I've got 2 holes here for the hinge. Again, you can see where the arc is, there's an indentation, so they're marked for you. And with these ones here, you're going to want to sand over the top of it just to smooth them out, because they're raised rather than recessed. These ones are recessed. Hinge holes, side holes and the back holes to drill. So I'm doing them now just so I don't sand away any last sign of them, but it should be fine. I'm not sanding that far. I've guide coated the full thing as well. Definitely going to need a little bit of filler across that seam. Nothing too major, just needs a tiny little skim in it. See there, bits there, bit there, bit there. Now those are quite low, so there's no point chasing it. I know that there was like a dribble of PVA there, so I'm just going to fill those. I've got the height of it off, I've got the brush strokes out, but I'm not going to chase those because I'll end up creating a dip in the panel. So I'll just put a little skim of filler in those. I'll keep on going over the full roof and get it all to the same stage. A little bit more to sand in there, but they're pretty much smoothed out. Took about maybe 45 minutes sanding with the 180 grit on the DA. Got a little strip of filler to put across there. Still some edges to sort out in there, you see that there? That needs sanded back that way from underneath. But it's all flatted off now, just needs a little bit of filler. A little skim in a couple of places, like those bits there, a little bit more rub around there, but it's almost done anyway. And then I'll have to trim the inside of it before it can be fitted. When I say trim, carpet. So yeah, Kushti, that's another day. I'm not here tomorrow, but I'll be here the day after, so get some more done. See you soon.